Guys, gals, and guests, honey. Yes, honey. How y'all doing, honey? We got some tea today. We got a couple of things to discuss today in America. Honey, yes, honey. You know it's never a slow day. It's never a slow news day over here. Don't play in my face. We not gonna start. We didn't start doing that game, and we not gonna finish playing that game, honey. Now, something just came across my desk that I want to share with y'all. Honey. Yes, baby. We'll get into it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We're going to get into it in 17 seconds. Honey, and there's one more thing that I think I wanted y'all to see before we tip a rig. Before we skip to my little. Before we skip to my little, my darling. And while we letting everybody come on in. Come on in. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Now you are officially my first and second super chat. Ow, how y'all doing out there? Hey, Sean, what is going on? I'm giving Mermaid. I'm giving Ariel. I can live with that. I can live with that. But how y'all doing? Let me know while I set this up. Let me know how y'all doing while I set this up real quick. Hey. Just want to find a little piece of tea. Baby, if you want to know about my hair, if you want to know who did my hair and all of that, check out the stream that I did Tuesday. I did 2 streams on Tuesday. I did a stream before I did the ballroom stream because they was working my nerves. They've been working my nerves about Brickgate. Brickgate been working my nerves, honey. I don't want a brick house. I don't want to be an exposed brick. I'm over bricks, honey. Baby. I don't want to hear the story about the 3 little pigs. None of that. No bricks. No more bricks. Honey. Unless it's a brick of a good billica. I want mine's a good billica. Honey, y'all know the billica keeps me together. Y'all know the Bellatrix keeps me together, honey. Where are we at? I don't know. I'm far from my destination. Oh, I didn't realize that would come up so much later in the stream. Oh. Okay. Don't worry, we got it. We got it. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate you. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns, honey. Yes. 2 days in a row. Thank you, Mr. Smith. 2 days in a row. Yes, honey. And I'm here. I was here today, like, on time. Well, baby, you know what we got to do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Baby, honey, we got too much to get into, honey. But I'll give y'all a quick update on what's going on with me. Y'all know that I have been seeing someone special. I shared that with y'all last we spoke. They have insisted that we both have the freedom to see other people. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about, because to me it's shade. To me, it's very much given. If you don't want me, just say that you don't want me, or whatever. So we're free to see other people, but also, to be fair, I want to be free to see other people. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not in that space. I'm not in that mind frame to trust and commit to somebody right now. So I reconnected with an old friend. An old friend that may be familiar to some of you who keep up with your girl. If you've been watching your girl, honey, some of you may have even knew that I was talking to this person at one point. So yeah, so I reconnected with an old friend, and that's all the update I got for you right now, honey. I'll keep you posted. But let's get into the teas. That was the wrong tea. Look, judge your mother. Keep telling y'all about judging me now, honey. Now, get into the crackers.
Hey, name your badge number. Name your badge number. Name your badge number. Hey, back up. Name your badge number. Name your badge number.
Oh my God. Yo, Coops. Coops, get over here, bro. Oh my God. Kubi, get back. Kubi.
You saw that. He was my wife.
Oh my God. You just fucking knocked her out, bro. You just fucking knocked her out, bro. You just knocked her out. Dude, her head just hit the pavement. Her head just hit the pavement, bro.
She got knocked out. They won't let her up. No, they won't let her. She got knocked out. Yes, La Policia, La Federale. Yeah, knocked her ass out. Cleaner than a fresh fade, baby. But she was alive. Had she been a black man, she wouldn't have made it. She wouldn't have made it past go. Exactly, Sean. None of them got shot. Honey, I'm glad. I so appreciate that me and my people be on the same page. But honey, them was straight crackers. Let's get into y'all siblings. Y'all be letting y'all siblings do anything out here. I just not too long ago. Let's get into the video. I don't think y'all seen it. Why? Wasn't I just online telling them to stop voguing unless they've been to a voguing class held by a real icon or a legend? Y'all siblings keep wanting to put on these synthetic wigs and get out here with these unwashed legs. They think the legs is washed because they shaved them. I ain't got time. I'm not starting with y'all this early because we just getting started. I'm not starting this early. By the time I start, it's going to make sense, honey. Now, I don't know if y'all heard of this show, Trans World, ATL, Trans World Atlanta series. I've been watching it on Tubi here lately. I've been getting into it, honey. I just want to put the word out that it exists. It exists. It is black, trans, and queer people, honey. Yes. Beautiful transitions. Beautiful transitions. Wonderful flags. Yes. It's a little churchy. It's a little churchy. It's a little church. You know, it's a specific subsection of the black trans and queer community that this show showcases. It's the Christian queers and trans. the Christian queers and trans. Shout out to Trans World ATL, honey. If y'all consider diversifying the cast, hit me up, cause you know I'm not the Christian girl, baby. Hell, I only go to church for weddings and funerals, and I be feeling like the church house gonna burn down half the time when I'm there for them. Hey Ty, thank you so much. Ty says that they love the braids. Thank you, love. Thank you. I love having them. Shout out to my hairstylist. If y'all want to know my hairstylist details, honey, my braider, you can check out that video, the video that I did on Brickgate, to give all of the tea. Yes. Now, where were we at? Oh, yeah. Don't get me distracted giving me compliments. Have any of my content creator friends who watch me, have any of y'all heard of Rumble? This app called Rumble. They say that it's basically giving like YouTube, but you're allowed to be black and ghetto. Like, you're allowed to cuss and stuff without your videos being demonetized. You're allowed to actually speak how you naturally speak without the colonizer controlling your voice. Have you heard? That's the only tea I've gotten so far. I haven't done a whole bunch of research, but if you're a content creator and you heard about Rumble, let me know. Keep me posted, honey. And before we get into the mess, baby, I want to give a shout out to Coco Golf. Yeah, shout out to Coco Golf, honey. Coco made history, honey. Yes, you didn't know you didn't know that black girls were still out here making history. Yes, Coco makes history at the 2023 U.S. Open on Saturday by becoming the youngest American to win the match since Serena Williams in 1999. The 19-year-old now holds the title. Baby, honey. Shout out to Coco Golf. Shout out to Coco Golf. And shout out to these young black girls, honey. Shout out to these young black girls as well. They have inspired a whole generation and more to come, I'm sure. This is why visibility matters, baby. This is why visibility matters. This is exactly why, honey. Now, somebody who is damn near clear, but still visible, is who we're going to be talking about next. DJ Envy. Child. DJ Envy. AR says, I heard Rumble is where the Republicans are on after they left Twitter. I feel like the Republicans really didn't leave Twitter. They definitely still have a presence there. But I know what you're saying, and I've been feeling the same exact way. So I'm thinking, let's take up space over there on Rumble. Do y'all think it's a good idea or not a good idea to take up space over there on Rumble if it's very conservative? They promote Ty says they promote free speech and they're very right wing. I've gotten that impression as well. But let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments, do y'all think it's a good idea for people like me, voices like mine, more liberal, more diverse, more black, more queer voices over there? Do you think it's a good idea for us to take up space over there on Rumble? Let me know what y'all think. Now let's get into what y'all think about this Negro here. Y'all favorite. Honey, y'all know I keep my foot on the Breakfast Club's neck now, honey. But did you hear what was going on with him and Tyrese? Run it.
Was going through a hard time. Cheated on my wife. My wife wanted to get a divorce. Charlamagne talked me into apologizing on the radio and calling her live.
Okay,
was not
Martin
Charlemagne.
Lawrence. What the? Why would you ever?
That didn't happen. Jeff.
Bad idea.
What?
But it was a good idea. I'm gonna tell you why. Bad idea because I put my business on the radio.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Tyrese happened to be in town and heard some of the things that were going on. So Tyrese called to check on me and see what was going on. I was going through it. And instead of just checking and keeping it moving, he stayed on top of it to the point where he became the therapist, the mediator, the person in between.
Right. The reason that you are with your wife today still.
Part of that reason, correct. Absolutely. So he was in there being that person in the middle of it. So he was the one where he was explaining and talking, because sometimes during those type of situations, wife didn't want to hear from me. My wife didn't want to hear from me.
Absolutely not.
But, you know, she was hearing from Tyrese from a different side.
And he's saying,
can I finish my story?
oh,
So anyway, Tyrese called and said, hey, this is what I want you to do. Get a dinner, book a private room at your house. I'm going to be there. You and your wife have a dinner, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to sing Stay, which is my favorite Tyrese song.
classic record.
Oh my God.
Classic record.
Right? And he had a violinist, and he came and they sang Stay, and you know, he sat down there with us for dinner and spoke to us and guided us through as far as he could our relationship, and you know, we had to go through other steps.
I said, hey man, make arrangements to get the whole house cleaned, the housekeeper, and then I said, I'm gonna set up the room, come meet me here, and we organized all of that. I text you and I was like, yo man, I'm on my way to New York. I got a bunch of interviews and meetings and label, I gotta go run in the label, go this and that. That was all a lie. I flew in town just for you and your wife.
Oh, wow.
But this is the part that I don't appreciate about Envy, is when Tyrese divorce comes across your headline, when the captions associated to the things that come across your desk, where is that same heart and love that I extended to you that you could extend to me, instead of it just being paper pushing, and this is what Tyrese is on the gram again.
That's
and
exactly
then
what
it's
he
like,
do.
okay, that's expected. No, it's all right. This is my brother.
Well, Envy can't sing though.
No, Envy
can't.
never
Yo,
does
shut
it
up,
though.
man. Why is everything a joke
does
to you,
that.
man?
I'm not joking.
Why is everything
He
serious?
does
While
that.
every on-air personality, blog, podcast, whatever, they got a job to do. They gonna say things for clickbait, ratings, this and that. But when you have certain people on the radio and you've developed some type of relationship with them, and again, you owe me nothing, right? Ultimately, you did the work.
Right.
God just decided to take my hand and use it in any way he can. And there's nobody that could ever give me more props than what God has done for me.
Yeah.
To say, like, good job, son. You did everything I asked you to do. You don't even know what I have in mind for you, but you did it. And there's a very married couple that was very married. Everybody go through things. But why is my marriage funny?
All right, so y'all get the gist, honey. Don't know if y'all seen the interview. Tyrese and Envy talked surface level about whatever issues that they had. Tyrese, you know, said that he was on psych meds and that he didn't remember any of it. I personally been on a plenty antipsychotic. You don't have to co-sign Puss. I personally been on a plenty antipsychotic and dealt with people who were prescribed antipsychotics, and long-term memory loss is not something, is not a side effect that I've experienced. I know it's possible, Puss. I know it's possible, but it's not something that I've commonly heard. Well, anyway, you know, Tyrese told y'all what he did for Envy. Envy hinted around that there was more tea that wasn't discussed. And so then Tyrese responds with this. Run it.
because I don't even know that his wife actually feels this way. But it's okay to milk the psych meds. Oh, you said a bunch of shit that you reckless. You know what? I'm still on my apology tour. Y'all seeing everything. I spoke about it in the interview. But I literally just had to pull up some receipts. And I had to go and look at my phone and say, when is the last time we were actually communicating? And does anything about our communication feel like I actually disrespected his wife or him? Because whether I was on psych meds or not, you're not describing me. You're not describing me as a man. That was the most hurtful thing ever. Charlamagne said, well, what did he say? Want to box you in the mouth. Hee hee ha ha. So, listen. I'm not going to show y'all what we were texting about. I just want to show you the death. That says DJ Envy wife, DJ Envy, mission. Right? That's when I was on the mission to help in any way I could to step in and help his marriage. And then, if you look here, that says August 23rd, 2022. This is a text chain with me, Envy, and his wife. Not 2017, 2018, where I supposedly disrespected his wife and I was blocked. I got receipts. If your wife blocked me, if you blocked me, how are we communicating about anything August 23rd, 2022? Now, let's go a little further. Here is some communication directly with your first lady. Okay? The last thing we were texting about was we were actually trying to figure out, because I told y'all I've been very uncomfortable about talking about what God used me to do and blah, blah, blah. Like, I did it as from my heart. I didn't know him. I don't have a history. He ain't my brother. We ain't family. We ain't childhood homies. So it was such a random assignment, and I ended up doing it. But for him to go on the airwaves and say, I wanted to box you in the mouth because you disrespected my wife blocked you, I blocked you, and I just unblocked you a month ago, that's a fucking lie, bro.
Tyrese said that it's a lie. Tyrese is making it very clear that he feels like Envy used his mental health episode, his mental health illness period, the height of his mental health illness. Tyrese suggests that Envy used that as an excuse to distance himself. Tyrese is insinuating that Envy is lying about Tyrese disrespecting Envy's wife, Gia. Tyrese claims that he doesn't remember disrespecting Gia. DJ Envy is using that as an excuse for not talking to Tyrese. Tyrese feels like the bigger excuse is that DJ Envy doesn't want his image involved with Tyrese, or DJ Envy is being superficial while Tyrese is going through something. That's what Tyrese suggests. But honey, just like a light-skinned Negro will do, honey, waffles will waffle. Okay, waffle-flavored Negroes, baby. They gonna butter it up, babe. Okay, all right. Now, this is how DJ Envy responds to Tyrese suggesting that there was never any disrespect to Gia.
See it. He did speak to my wife, and he wanted me and my wife to go on live, and he wanted to ish on his ex Samantha. He wanted to ish on it on his wife, and I actually texted him and I said, "Good morning. No, I'm passing on this. I prayed on it. Wasn't in the cards. Stay blessed. Have an amazing day." Right? Because I didn't want to be a part of him ishing on his wife. Right? So then he said I was lying and he never said anything disrespectful to my wife. Well, what he actually did was, when they were talking, he was one of those dudes, and we all know that guy that tries to plant those seeds. If you had a man like me, it wouldn't have went down like that. I would have never. And I never said anything. And I'm going to tell you why I never said anything. I never said anything because, yes, Tyrese was there and he did help save my marriage. And I was like, I just don't want to ish on that. So I just kept it quiet and I just stepped away from him. Because it's difficult because you have somebody that helped, but then you also have somebody that's trying to hurt. But me and my wife accepted the help side, and he opened us up to a place where, you know, we were able to fix our relationship and fix our marriage. And our marriage is even stronger now. Then I got a text, July 8th, 2022. You got the text? I just sent you the text, right? That's somebody that works for Tyrese. You see that text?
I'm looking at the text.
Now, I never mentioned anything to anybody that he flirted with my wife. What does that text say?
I'm not reading this.
It says, yo, DJ Envy blessings. Stay away from Tyrese, bro. He tried to destroy my marriage and career. He will do the same to y'all. Please, I'm open to talk to you. I'm not trying to gain anything from this. I'm just sick of the devil, and I refuse to know what I know and not tell good people what's up with that cat. Please stay away. He will try and get your wife. What's the date of that?
July 8th, 2022.
July 8th, 2022. So
it actually said, please stay away. He will try to get you and your wife.
Right. Shut up. But that just shows that's him as a person. Then the guy, he posts his picture and tells you his name, tell you who his wife is, tell you the people he knows. He says, I want you to be real because that's what Tyrese did. He did it to me, flirted with my wife, and he's doing it with you. He had no idea because I don't even know this gentleman.
I don't know why y'all didn't have that conversation when he was just up here.
Because I didn't want to disrespect him. I was like, I'm just going to tell him what it is and leave it at that. He apologized, and he said it was the psych meds. Remember, it's the psych meds. Oh, my gosh, I would never. Bull-ish.
Y'all lied to me. We sat here and had a whole hour.
Okay. So Envy responds and says that, no, Tyrese was trying to get at my wife. Tyrese was trying to backdoor my wife on some, oh, I helped save your marriage. You know, see, I'm this beautiful guy. I'm this beautiful, kind-hearted guy who, you know, can sing. And, you know, I'll be that friend. I'll be there to pick you up. And y'all know those type of guys. I know those type of guys, baby, honey. But DJ Envy decided to let Gia speak for herself on The Breakfast Club. Run it.
Box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on two different occasions. Once, many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. And a lot of times you'd be laying in the bed next to me while I was talking to him. And at first, everything was cool, but for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. And you felt as though lines were being crossed, and we both decided that we were going to take a step back. And, you know, there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset, and let me know what his expectations were of me. And, you know, at that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
You know, I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, you know, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect
that. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I don't have respect for him.
Child, well, honey, Gia backed it up. Gia verifies the verified, honey. I don't have a dog in this race. My only question is, what do you think?
This is all I got.
This is all I got. This is all I got. You let me know, what do you think, honey? What do y'all think out in the chat? What do y'all think in the comments, honey? Do y'all believe DJ Envy or do y'all believe Tyrese, honey? What y'all in here talking about? Okay, y'all in here talking about Rumble as well, honey. It's worth a try. If it's not for you, you can just leave. That's very true. Rumble. That's very true. That's very true. I heard they paying over there. I would go to Rumble with an anonymous account. That's an idea. That's an idea. AR says, I cannot take DJ Envy seriously whenever I see him, I see a Beach on Freeze Day. What's that? What's a bitch on Freeze Day? Gia is always getting Envy into some trouble. I'm tired, clocker. Go ahead. I don't trust either. I don't trust Gia either. I swear they are the ops. I've given y'all my feelings on DJ Envy before, honey. Scammer alert! Scammer! Honey? Yeah. Messy bitch. And I love the drama. Honey, that's what... Child, it gives me very stereotypical waffle flavor. Like, you know, that... Negro, Caucasian adjacent. I just don't see it for Envy and Gia. I'm sorry. Says Ty. So nobody lives for Envy and Gia over here. Don't trust them at all. Now Tyrese be caring about a lot of things. I think Tyrese might have pulled these stunts. No shade. I think Tyrese might have pulled these stunts, honey. A Beach on Freeze Day is one of those tired-looking lap dogs. Sad every time you see DJ Envy, you see a Beach on Freeze Day. A tired-looking. I'm moving on to the next subject, honey, while we still on the Breakfast Club. Did y'all see my girl? Barty? Did y'all see my girl on the Breakfast Club? Her Breakfast Club interview. You know, she been doing her circuit for her single Bongos featuring Meg Thee Stallion.
I will stay embedded in your head. So it's just like, but it's like the fact that I have to restrain myself, it frustrates me. It really frustrates me.
So when you put out projects,
I feel like I have to be scared of it.
It's the haters are confused admirers.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I just don't want that to affect you and your art. You know what I mean?
Or your mental.
I feel like I'm already like getting over that hurdle. As long as motherfuckers don't lie on me, like
that's the internet though. They gonna do that too.
It's alright. Like as long as people don't lie on me, like it's okay.
Yeah.
But I do notice too, because I saw, like, I seen people admit it. I seen trolls admit that they like to troll people into suicide. I seen this. I saw everything. Like I used to cut ass. Like I used to be like
fight.
really. No, like cut ass. Like I used to like really roast. Like I like more feminine or more like, I don't know, like mainstream type of stuff, because like that's just not really be my vibe like that. But like nobody made me do shit.
I'm sorry, y'all, honey. I accidentally clicked off of the mark where we were supposed to be, honey. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Cause like it's like you just have to listen. You can have a village in your house, right? Like, cause I have all the women. You have to do it yourself, and then like.
Did this happen in your life over the last 5 years? The kids?
Hell yeah. Man,
You really didn't have having kids?
huh? Like I used to cut ass. Like a lot of people hate to admit that they like me.
All right, got it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, honey. Run it.
People gonna really give it up on social media.
Yeah, you know what? I be feeling like a lot of people hate to admit that they like me. And like a lot of people are afraid to say that they like me because when people say that they like me, they get attacked.
Yeah.
They be getting attacked when they say that they like me or they take my side or anything. So I have to accept that. They're like people like me, and there's even people that like I seen comment nasty shit about me, and like some of my friends have pressed them about them. Like when they say like why you be going so hard on my girl, and it's like I don't know, I really do like her though. Like I just feel like
I hate that.
And it's like bitch,
I hate that. Why do you have to go that route for it?
Yeah.
You really like
matter
it?
of fact, I'm gonna give you an example, right? There's a bitch, right? I don't even fucking know her, but one of my friends know her, and it's like, yo, why this girl got so much issues with you? And I'm like, I don't even know this girl. We're not even from the same city. She got so much shit to say about me, but she always copying my birthday looks.
She got money to do that?
For real?
Oh, so it must be somebody we know.
I mean, she does the Shein version, but it's like
The Shein version.
how you like me? You like
Well, baby, honey, we found the girl who wears the Shein version. Say hello to Marcy Diaz, pictured on the right, honey. Yes, honey. Apparently, we have found Cardi to still be a truth teller. I mean, if you ask me, was it a lie told? If the lie was told, could you point the lie out, baby? Honey, what that look like to you? I always feel like somebody's watching me. And these are Marcy's messages. Honey, her little story messages to Cardi. Honey, feel free to pause and read. She was always that girl. Marcy said she was always that girl. Honey, she said, let's talk about it. Marcy said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Honey, tried to compare Cardi to Erica Mena. Honey, yeah. Marcy, don't try to make... First of all, Marcy Diaz. Let's not try to make this a race thing, girl. Let's not... Marcy, that's what we not going to do. I'm not going to play in your Latina face, and you're not going to play in my black one. All right? All right, if you want to hate this girl, then hate this girl, Marcy. Hate this girl, Marcy. Marcy said Cardi got a million faces. First of all, that's a key. Second of all, that's a read. Third of all, Marcy, you must really be on that girl's sackery to be able to tell every time she done had something done to her face, because I admitted that, you know, I like her. I've been a fan of her since she was only an internet personality, Marcy, but I think you might be a bigger fan than me, Marcy. What you think, Mars? What you think, Mars? Honey, talking about a million faces. Talking about a million faces, but they over here saying that that yours has been reconstructed. Oh, Marcy, not you the kettle and the pot, Marcy. Marcy. And then tried to get black women riled up in the process. I had to pull my Olivia Pope. I had to find out who Cardi was talking about. And it turned out to be Marcy. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Marcy's a hater? Or do you think that this is all legitimate for Marcy Diaz? I'm sorry, I just had to take a sip before we move on. Since we on Cardi, since we on my girl, honey. Since we on Cardi, Cardi looks good at the VMAs last night, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, for the hair clip dress. I don't know if y'all got into it, but those are all hair clips. Yes, for the hair clip dress. Yes, Barty. Yeah. She has definitely become a fashion girl. It's undeniable. She has become probably the fashion girl. It's undeniable. Yeah, look at our girl Sukiana. Look at our girl Sukiana at the VM. This is what happens when you invite Sukiana to the VMAs. Y'all, somebody come get Sukiana at the VM. What is Sukiana doing? What is she doing? Oh my God. Who is she? Bo Derek? What is happening? What is happening? Can somebody explain? Can somebody explain what Sukiana was doing, honey? And can somebody explain why Delicious made the comment at the top, honey? And that messy ass blog had a nerve to pin it. Delicious said, too many outdoor shoes been on that carpet, Buttercup. Sukiana responded and said, girl, you was sleeping with Flavor Flag. You ain't scared of nothing. I like Sukiana too. Did I tell y'all I like Sukiana? Sukiana, honey. We from familiar parts, me and Sukiana, the middle of nowhere. And we from familiar parts.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched.
So apparently that's what Sukiana was doing on the pink carpet at the VMAs. Sukiana was on the pink carpet at the VMAs trying to get her coochie scratched. Young Miami, aka Carisha, better known as Carisha. That's sad, y'all know that girl better as her government than her own damn stage name. It's a shame. This is what Carisha gave. This is what Carisha was given at the VMAs. Honey. Yeah, this is what Carisha was given at the VMAs. I think it was a Disney-inspired look. Honey. Now they're trying to say that Carisha is pregnant or might be pregnant. What I think Diddy is going for being the Butch Queen with the most children from cisgender women. I think that's the world record that he's going for. You know they all have all of them have a world record by the time they get to that status, honey. He got to get his world record, honey. Look at Tinashe. Look at Tinashe. This was another for me. This is giving me very, very starlets. This is giving me very salty cooch. Sukiana trying to get her coochie scratched. And Tinashe look like her coochie is shrunk. I'm tired. It's giving Shein. It's giving Shein fishnets, honey. Tinashe is giving me Tina Shay. It's not giving me Motherland. It's not giving me Motherland. It's giving me her new pronunciation. She announced her new. This is Tina Shay. This is Tina Shay. Tina Shay is from the Pork and Bean Project, and she made it out. Everybody, give Tina Shay a round of applause. Okay. What happened to this Tinashe? Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember before she had 2 on? Before she blew up with 2 on? Was y'all hip to Tinashe before she became Tina Shay? Honey, did y'all remember? Y'all ain't familiar with that Black Border EP? I'm telling y'all, get familiar with that Black Border mixtape, honey. That was some R&B music on there. One of my favorites is number 7, One for Me, honey. Yeah, honey, that was my song back then. I was talking to, came out, I think it was 2014. Honey, came out in 2014, honey. I was talking to this trans man who was real popular in Ballroom at the time. Honey, yeah, who was eating up realness. Yes, and that was our song. Honey. Yeah, check it out. Tina Shay. And this is Tina Shay cousin Ricochet. Y'all come get y'all auntie. Why is y'all auntie a whole black woman who look like a dirty trailer park person? Somebody, if she ain't a grasshopper, she's a cracker. Somebody come. Girl, what's them? She got her micros. She got her micros and have oh my Lord, Jesus. This look like something Messy C would wear. Hair and all. Jesus wept. Don't it look like a rich white woman getting hugged by a homeless person that she gave a nice donation to? Ain't that what it look like? Look like he caught her right on Broadway before she went in the show. Ricochet and Taylor Swift. Honey, somebody come get y'all auntie Billy Porter. Now this to me was the highlight performance. Cardi and Meg, honey. Cardi coming out the ceiling, baby, honey. This to me was the highlight. This made me smile. This is the only part of the show that I watched. You know, black and brown girl magic on stage together. Very black and brown coalition. You know, what we could be, should be, maybe will be one day. Honey, where's Mag now? Look at Cardi. Cardi flipped that wig. Honey, Cardi is wearing that Diana Ross wig, though, honey. Yes. Come on, Mag. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion, honey. Yes. Honey. Yes. Megan these. Yes, honey. Stop playing in Megan face. That was the highlight, but it was very much given, honey. You know, why is all of these real people who could sing sitting in the audience? It's whole people who can really sing sitting in the audience being seat fillers at the VMA, and that's why it's for the young girls. It's for the young girls. I wouldn't even have got into it this year if it wasn't for all of the black and brown girl magic that was happening, honey. Yes. And shout out to the TIs. Shout out to Maddie. Yes, Maddie Mall. Yeah. Shout out to Maddie. I love to see Maddie take up space in these places, honey. I love it for us.
Really cute, ain't it? Of course it is. Looks good.
It looks good. Over here, T.I.
T.I. right here on tour. Yes, right in front of you. Woo!
One more this way, Tia. One more. Thank you.
T.I. said Renaissance, honey. Yes, I understand. T.I. said Renaissance, honey. It's going to be Renaissance for T.S. Girl, it's going to be 2050 and T.S. still going to be coming out to Cozy. And I ain't mad at you, girl. Honey. Hopefully Beyonce have another song for us by then. And maybe me and T.S. to be on it. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? I thought this was a heartwarming moment, too. I thought this was a heartwarming moment when they gave Little Orphan Annie a award. I said, oh my God, as long as Annie been on Broadway, y'all is just giving Annie a award on the VMAs. Holy. No, shout out to Ice Spice. Shout out to Ice Spice. Yes, honey. This was a beautiful moment. Oh. Yes, patch your wig. Yes, get it together. Come together. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Ice Spice said, I'm going to win an award in a Party City dress and a Party City wig, honey. And y'all girls are going to live for it. It's going to be one of the highlights of the show. And it was successful. It was a successful highlight for her. Shout out to Ice Spice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Did y'all watch the VMAs? What did y'all think about the VMAs, honey? Do y'all think I got it wrong? Was there a highlight I missed? What happened? What happened? What y'all on here? Get Suki. Sean said get Suki off the floor. Sean, clock out. Clock out. Clock out, Sean. Clock out, Sean. I didn't hit you. My phone hit you. Clock out. Go ahead and clock out. Suki said that AR said that Cardi and Meg were, yeah, they were the show. They were the show, and being able to see the other, black and brown people, Mm-hmm. Billy looking lost since that Blanco Nino left him. Oh Lord, Billy's husband left him. Billy's husband left him. Not the Blanco Nino. Blanco Nino. Not Blanco Nino. Clock out. Why has everybody got to be... Billy's husband didn't leave him, did he? We can't be spreading conjecture on here, honey. We can't be spreading. Let me see. Wasn't they married? Wasn't Billy and that man married? Oh. Why did Disney suspend the deal with Billy Porter and Yari Shahidi? It sounds racist. It sounds like racism. I don't see nothing about him and the Blanco Nino getting a divorce. Let me see. See if we can see that. Oh Lord! Sean is right, honey. Billy Porter and husband break up after 6 years of marriage. Husband Adam Smith. Adam Porter Smith. So is Billy's name really Billy Porter Smith? Well, Chile, honey. Child, now here we come. Trigger warning. This content is for adults. Viewer discretion be advised. This is being shared for educational and awareness purposes. For HIV/AIDS awareness purposes. Child, honey. It's been a while since I feel like I've been led in a direction to discuss this. since I've been led in a direction to discuss the toxicity of it all, of the community. The bug chasers, as they call themselves. Birmingham Condemn. The raw law. The people who specifically remain positive and or go after those who are positive and purposefully spread HIV/AIDS not only amongst the LGBTQ community, but also amongst the straight community as well, because many of these people, predominantly men, I have yet to see a woman get involved in bug chasing. This is a real thing, people. These people really exist. I didn't even have to do a hunt for this. If you want to see more and you want to know more, I definitely recommend going to X, formerly known as Twitter, searching bug chasing and toxicity. All of the keywords that you can pick up from these images, feel free to pause and read, but I will not stay too long on the images. This is real, and this is really one of the reasons why, even with PrEP, PEP, undetectable diagnoses, antivirals that work well, this community of people, this is an entire community of people. I don't know if you noticed, but if you want, you can circle back and check out the amount of followers, the following that just the couple of people I shared have. This whole community of people is stopping the fight to end AIDS. I'm not a fan of this. I'm discussing this so that we can start to do something about this. This is a public health concern. This is a public health concern that has become a community of people that are so comfortable that they're literally in plain sight. It gets deeper. It gets more intense. But I'm making everyone aware, like I said, for educational purposes and for awareness purposes. I recommend PrEP for all gay, straight, trans, cis, all others, and all in between. I recommend testing. I recommend consistent testing at least every 3 months if you're sexually active. And I recommend that you be wary and trusting people with not only your body, but your health. Just the added notes to help everyone absorb. From one of the pages that I found of a sex worker who is part of this bug chasing community. And this is a successful sex worker. who is still asking for donations. Now, honey, you know I ain't too proud to bag. I'm somebody who will come on and ask for donations as well. However, I'm not a successful sex worker. So if it's not really, if the money isn't all that great in sex work, then, and people are out here with bad intentions and bad motives, I'll repeat myself again. I don't think sex work should be the go-to for everybody. Definitely don't think that sex work should be a prerequisite to be trans. I wouldn't recommend it as the first form of earning means for survival. I understand the quick money in it. I understand it being the oldest profession. I understand all of those things. I understand survival. And I want all of those who need or feel the need to survive by these means. I want y'all to be aware, and I want y'all to be safe, and I want y'all to be prepared. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree with my views, disagree with my views? Do y'all think that the toxic community, which appears to be with a subgenre of the queer community or a subculture within the queer community, do y'all see nothing wrong with this? Am I kink shaming? Should I not be condemning this? Or do you agree? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Honey, they still in the chat going off about Billy Porter. Let me tell you. Y'all get ready to make me have to hit the Billico. Y'all get ready to make me have to do an intermission and hit the Billico. They said that man took Billy money. Or did Billy take that man money? Because Billy was on Broadway for a while. Do they make a lot of money on Broadway? To be living in New York and all that. And Billy is a whole food. Billy is a whole entire fool if he was the main breadwinner in that relationship. I mean, honey, blame it on the forefathers and the ancestors. Honey, no, don't blame it on ancestors. Let me say it back. Billy is a whole fool if he was the primary breadwinner in that relationship. Straight up, honey. Call it what you want. I grew up in an inherently racist society. Honey, blame it on your forefathers. Now, it's no way I'm going to be in a relationship with a Caucasian person and I'm the breadwinner. It's just the way racism is set up in this country. I don't see that for us. I don't recommend that for us. You know, that's a religion that I don't believe in. Child, but let's go on. Since y'all being messy, let's get back into the mess, honey. All right, honey. Have y'all seen this tea? Did y'all watch Bobby You Love Me? I Love You, Bobby. Did y'all watch I Love You, Bobby? On Zeus, honey, I'm still waiting for I Love You, Bobby season 2 to come back. Honey, by the way, these children is asking, by the way, Rel in Jamaica, what's Jamaica's name? He wasn't, it wasn't Jameson. By the way, Jameson and Rel is asking out here in these streets. You would think that they coming back for a season 2 or trying to get a season of their own or something, or get on Bad Boys or something, honey. Child, DJ run that.
He got him on again? No, he don't. It don't matter.
Father, for art thou, oh baby, baby.
Why you got weapons? Why you got weapons? Why you got weapons? Look at him. Look at him with his hands behind his back. He got a gun.
He ain't got nothing no more.
He got brass knuckles on? Okay. Okay. I'm right over here off this blue
I got the video regardless.
They got picked up. Wait, take the brass knuckles off.
He got them on again?
He still got the brass knuckles on.
No, he don't.
Yes, he
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Take them off, bro. Take the brass knuckles off.
It don't matter. It don't matter at this point.
Bro, give me that, bitch.
Come on, Sting.
Take him off. Stop.
You got him up.
Get him out. Because why you got brass knuckles on, bitch?
Take him off. Why would you fight him with brass?
Honey, why would you be fighting him with brass knuckles? Honey, you thought somebody Caribbean was going to fight you bare fist? See, you don't know enough about ethnic dynamics for you to be out here fighting if you thought that you was going to fight somebody Caribbean and they wasn't going to have some type of metal option. Honey, they out here. Rel ended up having his face busted. No, this is not season 2. No, say. Please don't say that they is back on season 2, because I'm not really a fan of either one of them queens. I mean, they both great. Not Rel in the thong. Rel is a whole sex worker, honey. You lucky. We lucky that Rel wears clothes, child, honey. And if you ask me, Rel's another example that them sex worker coins ain't all the children try to make it out to be either. Because why is you doing Zeus? And why is everybody on I Love You, Bobby? Why is everybody on I Love You, Bobby a sex worker? Like, child, can we get somebody who don't have an OnlyFans this season? Go watch Trans World ATL. Go watch Trans World Atlanta. Not all of the queers is like that, honey. And I'm somewhere in between, so it's really a lot going on. Sean said the bug chasing thing is wild. I'm old enough to remember when Liberace got HIV. I think Liberace was dead by the time I was born, Sean. I have no idea who these Zeus people are, but Grass Popcorn, these Zeus shows are messy. No, that's not the show, Sean. I'm not showing you clips from the television show. Now, when the television show come on, we will have to discuss every Wednesday. Because they black and they queer. And popular. AR said the girls don't tussle like my generation. These hits don't land. I'm going to go ahead and clock out myself to the next subject, honey. We're going to talk about something more positive than Zeus cast members. We are going to talk about black trans men, honey. Black trans men got together with, let me find the name. The black trans men got together with the Human Rights Campaign's Foundation's Transgender Justice Initiative. Yes, honey, yes, these fine gentlemen here got together in May and Takeda. Yes, they asked them questions. A few things they wanted to know. They wanted to know what resources do black trans men need, what motivates them, how do they express their faith, are some of the main subjects that they wanted to reach out and touch on. You had Jamel Ware, C.J. Mosley, Braylon Brown, to name a few. you had some brothers who had conflicts in beliefs. You know, Braylon said, for example, that he liked to take a step back as far as visibility, as far as activism, as far as being seen. He wanted to take a step back to be chivalrous. Braylon wanted to take a step back and be chivalrous so that trans women could take up more space and be seen, which makes sense with the high population of homicide amongst trans women of color. That would definitely make sense. But now they all agree that they want to create space for themselves and their brothers. It's time to step back into the limelight. It's time to step out of the shadows. A lot of these brothers agree. They also discuss representation and what they think representation would look like for them. And the participants varied in age between 21 and 56. So based on what I read in this article, it turned out to be a good conversation because there was diversity in what these black trans men wanted to see, the representation of themselves that they wanted to see in the mainstream. A lot of them complained that they felt like black trans masculine leaders gatekeeped. They feel like black trans masculine leaders have also been tokenized. They want black trans leaders to also be more open, more openly queer, because the queer representation of black trans men is necessary for the needs of black trans men to be met. If there's a large population of black trans men who are queer, why shouldn't they be represented? Especially when we discuss things like studies amongst STIs, when we discuss things like PrEP. Because when PrEP first came out, it was known that a lot of the medications didn't work or didn't work well for people who were assigned female at birth, could cause complications for some people assigned female at birth. A lot of times trans men are left out of these conversations, and that's because these tend to be queer conversations even when it comes to bug chasing. These tend to be queer conversations, but people don't tend to remember that trans men fit into that queer bubble as well. Due to patriarchy, due to black men being told to stifle themselves, due to trans men assimilating or naturally just having the traits of the average black man in today's society. They also want to be considered in these conversations as well. They need to be considered in the Black Lives Matter conversations because black trans men are still black men. When that police officer comes to that window and asks for that ID, they're going to see a black man before they see anything else. A few of the brothers complained about hostility from cisgender gay men as well. These brothers have a lot to say. We have to listen to our brothers. We have to acknowledge our brothers. Ultimately, another common thread that I found throughout this article is that they don't feel as if they're acknowledged enough or talked about enough, even in the wider transgender community. A lot of times when we have trans conversations, we're not having them with trans men in mind. And I've got to admit that I've even been a perpetrator of that. And that's why we're discussing these points today, because when you know, you can make change. Also, some more news for y'all before we get out of here. Yeah, we won't be on here much longer. I just gotta spread some information for y'all. This is some good knowledge, some good tea for my trans and my queer folks, honey. Indeed will give trans employees $10,000 to relocate for gender affirming care. If you are a trans person who is eligible to work, if you're a trans person who does work, if you're a trans person who's looking for work, if you're a trans person who knows how to build a resume, if you're a trans person with a resume, Indeed will give trans employees $10,000 to relocate for gender affirming care. If you're someone who's considering relocating for gender affirming care, I would suggest going on Indeed's website. I would suggest reading. I would suggest getting familiar with this policy, getting familiar with this new initiative that Indeed is providing due to all of this foolishness, because whatever happens after election year, whatever happens in the next year, may determine whether this is still an assistance that's available to trans and queer people. Get on it now. I already did, honey. And I don't even need to relocate for gender affirming care, but I'm telling you, it's real out here. It's hard out here for a pimp when he trying to get his money on the rim. When it's cold outside, it's a blimp. When he trying to get our money on a pimp. Yes. Let me pull up this lady's IG. I'm getting ready to give a shout out to somebody, and I wasn't even gonna give y'all their information. Their information on that, honey. Let me see. When it's hard out here for a pimp, when he trying to get his money on a blimp. When the ching, when the ginseng really got a dip, and he really thinking that he is a pimp. All right, let's see what we got. Show me what you got, little mama. Show me what you got, bird lady. Show me what you got, baby. Hey. Wave, hands up now, wave. All right, let's get into what this cisgender black woman has to say, honey. You know, we always got to make room for our sisters, baby.
Follow me for a second. So I'm a cisgendered woman, assigned female at birth, and around 8 or 9 years old, I began to have my menstruation early. My body started going through puberty internally, and I was not at the right age to start puberty, and I wouldn't develop properly. I went through several specialists, and I was assigned hormone blockers that would literally help me to develop correctly. I say that to say this. When you think that your discrimination, you being a bigot and prejudice towards queer and trans people stops at only them, it does not. These laws, rules, and regulations that are harming those children also can harm cisgendered children. So when you think that you only affecting a certain group of people because you miserable with yourself and you don't like yourself and they're just trying to live their lives, you are affecting your children, the people around you as well. Anyway, you're amazing. I love you. Bye.
Baby, protect this black woman. Honey, protect all black women, but I'm going to need a special barrier around her. Honey, yes, go and support our girl, honey. Yeah, not only does she talk her talk, but she also is a private travel chef and caterer. Okay, Chef Cream, honey. Baby, top tier. Educated and aware black woman, top tier, honey. I also want to give y'all a heads up for all who aren't aware, for all who's pursuing or considering surgery. Point of Prize Annual Trans Surgery Fund begins taking applications on November 1st. I want to give y'all a heads up because it's September 13th. Put it in your calendar. Set the date for the last day of October so that you could be one of the first people to apply on November the 1st. Set your reminders, honey. Yes, feel free to follow Point of Pride on their various platforms online. The applications are currently closed, but the next cycle opens November 1st, honey. Baby, honey, don't say I ain't never put y'all up on nothing. Don't say I ain't never put y'all up on a tick. What's going on? My laptop being a tick. Show me what you got, bird lady. Show me what you got, shawty. Showing you is really showing all of your pansexuality in this chat. Talk about Sean is still on Rel and these songs. The thongs was thonking. I ain't even a fan of Rel, but honey, couple cocktails at the bar. When I'm off my estrogen, she be slayed. She be slayed. I be slayed. Honey, Dungeons and Dragons. Baby. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to AR. I love y'all. Y'all always here supporting your girl, being loud and proud. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Mr. Smith, of course, for the first and the second super chat I've ever received. Yes, can't forget you, baby. Yeah. But y'all already know what it give. Y'all already know what it do. I love y'all for supporting me. And peace, love, and blessings.